Are you interested in playing the latest Paper Mario Thousand-Year Door Remake for the Switch? If you are ever interested, then please do watch this video tutorial because I'm going to teach you on how to set up, install, and play this game into your PC. So first of all, you will need to have a decent PC, a laptop, and also you will need to have all of the three files that I've highlighted here in my desktop. And also you will need to install an application that is called Ryujinx. So for those who don't know, Ryujinx is a Nintendo Switch emulator. It can play any Nintendo Switch games on it as long as you have all of these three files here installed in Ryujinx emulator. Without these files, Ryujinx is useless. So first of all, I'm going to teach you where to get Ryujinx emulator officially. And to do that, it's just you will need to open a web browser and just type in Ryujinx emulator in Google search and hit search. Ryujinx.org is their official website and the first result. So be sure to click on that. Then go click on the Get Started button. Now you can choose on which install you want to install depending on your device. There are two installers for Linux. And for Mac, be sure that you are in macOS 12 or later version in order for you to run Ryujinx. And for those who are Windows, be sure that you are in Windows 10 or Windows 11 PC. So I am in Windows 11 PC and Ryujinx runs perfectly in it. So since I have already installed Ryujinx emulator into my PC, so I'm just going to skip on that part because the download and installation process for this is really easy to do and it's really straightforward and anyone could do this. So just click download and install it now into your PC. The installation and process for Ryujinx is really easy. Okay, so I'm just going to minimize this and I'm just going to assume that you have already done that and that you have already installed Ryujinx emulator and the latest build of Ryujinx emulator for this video tutorial as of today is version 1.11317. And first of all, if this is your first boot up of Ryujinx emulator, it will not look the same as mine and yours will be look empty because you will need some certain files to be installed in Ryujinx emulator before it can run and play Switch games. So what are those files? Those files are the three files that I have highlighted here. These are the Nintendo Switch firmware and the Nintendo Switch keys. The firmware version is in version 18.0.0 and the keys version is in 18.0.1. So these are the files that are needed installed in Ryujinx so that it can detect and play Switch games. Now for the Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door game, it should be in XEI or NSP file format just like mine here in order for Ryujinx to detect and play this game. Now if you're asking me how to get all of these three files, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console which is fully modded and have a custom firmware installed in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, it means that you can fully access your Nintendo Switch system files. And once you have access on those system files, look for all of the firmware files of the Switch and the keys files of the Switch, and then just transfer them into your PC. Now, in order for you to get a game, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game legally, own the physical copy of the game, purchase it from a physical store or in the eShop so that you'll have a digital copy of the game. So once you own the game, you can now digitally back up that game into an XEI or NSP file format, just like mine here. So for those who want to try out this game but don't own a Nintendo Switch and don't know where to get all of the three files, all you have to do, guys, is just scan this QR code here into your QR code reader into your mobile phone so that you'll be redirected to the page where you can get a copy of all these three files. So be sure to check out the entirety of the website and be sure to check out the files that I've highlighted here in my desktop. And once you have a copy of these files, then just transfer them into your PC, just like mine here. I have put them into the desktop so that you can easily see them. So I'm just going to assume that you have these files now. So it's time to install Ryujinx. So open Ryujinx back again. Then go to File. Go to Open Ryujinx folder and locate System folder and open that folder. Then open the keys zip file in the desktop. Then just drag and drop or copy and paste the product keys and title keys inside. So this is your first installation, then this folder should be empty. Once you're done copying the files, close in this. Then the next step is to install the firmware file of Switch. Just go to Tools, install a firmware from XEI or zip file, locate that firmware file version, and hit Open. And Ryujinx will say that we'll have to install this firmware version, hit Yes, and we'll say successfully installed and hit OK. You'll know the installation is successful because it will now detect your Switch games and it will show you their game icon. So if you see a game that does not have game icon, that means that you're using an outdated firmware or an outdated key. So be sure to only follow the QR code that we put in the screen so that you'll only get the latest files to play Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door Remake in Ryujinx. Now, the next step is to optimize your Ryujinx emulator so that there will be no drifting, no crashes, no black screens, or graphical glitches in your playthrough. And to do this, just go to Options, go to Settings, and in this part, just be sure to pause the video and copy every setting that you see here. Again, pause the video and copy every setting you see here. Now, these are my settings for the General tab. Game directories could be anywhere on your PC as long as you have stored them in an SSD drive, because SSD is much faster than an HDD, and that the file format of the games are in XCI or SB file format because that is the only file format that Ryujinx supports. Once done, go to input. So mine, I have connected my Nintendo Switch Pro controller here. They are mapped the same as a Pro controller. So if you have other controllers such as Xbox or PlayStation controller, connect them here, map them up according to your liking. So the dead zone should be in 20.20 or 20% so that there'll be no drifting into your controller when you're playing games. So be sure to change that, okay? Once done, go to keyboards and hotkeys. These are default settings here. Then go to system. So these are my settings. You can change the system region, system language, system time zone, system time. You can change this to whatever you like because there are games that requires you to change some dates in order for you to progress them much faster. Then be sure to check the VSync and FS integrity checks here. Once you're done, go to CPU and be sure to check the PPTC and host uncheck passes and save. So be sure to follow that. Once done, go to graphics and in this part, again, pause video and copy every setting here because this is the most important setting in Ryujinx. So graphics backend is in Vulkan API. Your preferred GPU is your dedicated graphics card. Mine is a 2070 Super. Enable shader crash and enable macro HLE. Resolution scale, it should be in 2x resolution so that the game will look much sharper and much more beautiful than the native resolution of the Switch, which is 1080p for the native resolution. So if you have problems or having performance issues when running Switch games, just revert back to native resolution, okay? For me, 2x resolution is the best. Once you have copied every setting you see here, move to audio. And again, pause the video and copy every setting here. So if you want to play online or multiplayer in some Switch games, then go to network. And in this part, again, pause the video and copy my settings here in order for you to play multiplayer. Once done, hit apply and hit OK. Congratulations, your Ryujinx emulator is now fully optimized to run and play any Switch games, such as the Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door Remake. So a little bit of disclaimer, I'll be able to show you guys the gameplay of this game running to my PC because we all know how strict Nintendo is and they do not support this kind of content. So if I show you a gameplay that Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door is running quite well in Ryujinx, then my channel will be taken down, my videos will be taken down the same way as they have taken down Yuzu. So I hope you guys do understand that part. But as long as you follow all the steps that I've shown you in this guide, you'll be able to play optimized Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door to run in Ryujinx emulator perfectly with no issues at all. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of this game, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer all of them as fast as I can. So please do subscribe to my channel because that will help me out. Thank you for watching, see you next time, and goodbye for now.